Well, hello, pretty girls. Happy September. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Hope you're doing something fun this weekend, perhaps. Labor Day always makes me kind of sad because it feels like it's that holiday that is ushering out summertime. And it's alerting us that cold weather is coming, and cold weather and we don't really get along very well. So it's always kind of a sad holiday for me, but I hope if you guys are out, doing something fun one last time before the weather kind of changes here in the coming future, I hope that you're enjoying yourself. So we are going to talk about the specials and the kits that are available for September 2023. And it's kind of like a fun month around here because we have two brand new catalogs. The brand new Essentials catalog, which is, I usually call it the annual catalog or the annual idea book. And then we have a September-October catalog that you guys are used to seeing the last several months. We did go back to a 2-month catalog. As I mentioned to my VIPs earlier this month, I did a rather long video and talked to them about the differences that they could be expecting with this year's annual catalog. So it's quite a bit more condensed than any of the catalogs you've seen in the past. We've kind of taken it down to the nuts and bolts and got rid of those third-party products that we had been carrying. And so you guys are going to see a little bit of a different look here, and that's okay. What I'm excited about is it just gives me more ability to get creative, and you guys will see that when we move into the big workshop for this month. So two brand new catalogs that you can get free with any size order. Oh, Linda, back to school Tuesday, and it's raining there. We really need some rain down here, so I wish that maybe you could send it a little bit south or maybe a lot south. That would be awesome. But I hope that they have a good school year this year. So catalogs are free with any size order, guys. So anything you want to grab on the website, you'll have both of these added to your box totally for free. And we are going to talk quickly about some of the specials that Close to My Heart has happening this month. Now, who knows? They may have something else up their sleeve. We might get something else coming later on in the month. But for now, happening right now, if you were to get onto the website and place an order, you're going to see multiple specials. So the one that was just released yesterday was a Labor Day flash sale. Now, there are a lot of good things in this flash sale. Some of the flash sales are better than others. This one is really good. So there's like card bases and a lot of your really great staples that you guys usually like gather up, and a lot of times they sell out before the flash sales are over. So you might want to hop over there and take a peek and see if anything that you need to grab to your, add to your shopping cart is on sale. So you might as well get a savings on that, right? So it's only going to last until Tuesday. So you guys want to make sure that you go ahead and don't let the weekend get away from you. Grab some sale items and add them to your shopping cart because the sale items are also going to get you to that dollar amount where you guys can earn the free pre-cut kits from me, right? So the other specials that Close to My Heart has happening this month, so a few of them you've seen before, okay? They are extending the memory lane special. So if you guys still haven't got the memory lane, it's a beautiful paper. I have showed it here on the business page, and I feel like you guys like it as much as I did. I'm rather excited that they extended it because I didn't really get a chance to do much with it yet. And so I'm going to be playing with it. You guys might even see it in a Stamp of the Month kit coming soon. Just maybe possibly, right? So you've got Memory Lane. You've got the Gnome for All Seasons. You'll see that featured in the big workshop this month. So you guys are going to want to grab one of those bundles. And then the brand new one, which I totally love. And we know stamping is not my most favorite thing on the planet. But these are super fun. So what they have given us is 4 different workshops. They are making cards with these products for this special, but you guys know you so easily can take those same products and turn them into scrapbook pages if you would like to do that. But the 4 featured workshops that have cutting guides and all of that good stuff are for card making. It's going to come with exclusive stencils, and these are super fun because you're going to get different backgrounds, different patterns based on how you turn them and how many times you ink them. It's very, very cool. You will see here some of these different patterns that you have made with these are stencils. And so they've inked them with different colors of ink. They've turned them different ways, and you just get really fun designs. You're like making your own pattern paper. It's super cool. So you've got this really fun quarter circle with the different textures or the different shapes and designs inside them. And then you've got these fun fun stripes. Oh my gosh, why are words hard today? I don't know. But you've got them sized in your A2, which is your 5.5 by 4.25, and you have them in your slim line, which is your 8.5 by 3.5. So you've got 2 different sizes to play with, and you guys know you can put them on bigger cards or pages and all the good stuff, but that is what is going to be featured there. Now, the stamp sets all come with, drumroll please, thin cuts. So every single stamp set has a coordinating thin cut, and you guys, they are so cool. They are so cool. I absolutely love them. I'm going to peek over here and give you a little share of some artwork. Now, if you're inside the Creative Collaboration membership, then you guys are going to have this class streamed on Monday. And if you're not inside the Creative Collaboration membership, what are you waiting for? You should reach out to me and I'll send you a link for you to take a peek at what is going on in there. But I'm going to show you some cards that I made for that class, and I want to show you the stamps and the thin cuts as well. So what is interesting to me is when I got these in my order and I looked at them, I just didn't envision the images and the sentiments being that big. I really, like, looking at the flyer, it looked like they were much smaller than that. So I was kind of shocked when I got them. But look at how many fun images you have on these sets, and you can use them, guys, on pages as well. Look at this. This is one of my favorite titles. It's time to celebrate your special day. You've got balloons, you've got some, you have cupcakes here, presents, fun little shapes and sentiments. And look at the ring around the outside. That means that there is a thin cut for it, as you know. And even around these sentiments here, you've got thin cuts, right? You guys will notice if you look at the flyer online, everything that has a line around it is essentially a thin cut. So like, look at the flower set here. Nothing, just these sentiments don't have lines around them. Everything else, all these leaves and floral pieces and vines, they all have a matching thin cut. So there's no fussy cutting happening here. Look at all of these awesome sentiments. Look, all thin cuts for all of them. Look at this, you guys. It's amazing. So I think that even though they feature these on cards, I immediately saw a scrapbook page with this. I've got the balloons, I've got the cupcakes and the presents. I just totally saw a scrapbook page with this. In fact, maybe you'll see one soon. But super great size sentiments. They're not little teeny tiny that look out of place on a page, but it has such possibilities for scrapbooking as well. So you've got your, as I showed you earlier, all of your floral. And you guys, the sentiments are so fun. They are so fun. Hop over on the website, look at the promotions tab, and you'll be able to see everything up close, and you can really sit there and study it and decide which ones you would like. I love this one as well. You guys know I love the little, like the little solid rectangles with the text inside them. Hello to my favorite print and cut ever, right? But these are awesome, totally awesome. And then this thin cut was so big it wouldn't even fit in the package, so they had to ship it separately in a different, or put it in here in a different package. But I think you're gonna love them. And so along with the specials, you know, kind of following that same bit, how they market these guys is if you want just, you know, a few of these, you can grab just a bundle here and a bundle there. You can get just the stamp and the thin cuts, just the stamp or the stencils, or you could get them in a bundle that created the workshop. So like I said, 4 workshops, okay, and everything that you need to create, all of your consumables to create those will be bundled together for you. Okay. Or you can do what I did and what a lot of people do is you can get the entire all of the stamp sets, all of the thin cuts, all of the stencils at a significant savings. So it's originally $173.70. They have discounted it down to $138.95. And if you are inside my VIP group, paired with my cash rebates to my customers, you guys can take this bundle under $100. So if you're not a VIP with me, I don't know why you're waiting. Reach out to me and I'll send you a link and we can get you inside that group and taking advantage of a lot of fun things like, you know, additional cash rebates. You can have the option of your orders qualifying for not only my workshop files, but your orders can qualify for workshop files that I purchase from other consultants who also create them. So you guys have lots of fun opportunities inside as a VIP that people that are outside the VIP group don't have the opportunity to grab those. So go in and look at the Say It in Style or the Gnome for All Seasons or the Memory Lane. If you guys have not seen it yet or not purchased it yet, I'm going to show you just quickly a few of the ways that I use those stamps from the brand new special. So I'm doing a fun class, as I said, inside the membership that I'm just calling a fancy fold card. And what I did was I wanted to showcase some of those stamps and thin cuts. Look how cool. I don't know why I love the borders so much, you guys, but it is just like who I am as a creative person. If you can stick a border around something, I'm all there for it. And so I love that we have this beautiful border that is just so perfectly cut all the way around that large text there. It just makes me so happy. So you've got, I've used just a little bit of all of these, of all of the different stamp sets. Like I said, that one was my favorite, the Time to Celebrate Your Special Day. I think I like it because there's 2 different fonts in it, and I seem to be a sucker for those. But this one, I love the bright colors. This is Flower Shop, and it was in last year's annual book. It's still available over on the While Supplies Last on the website. I don't know how long it'll last, but as long as it is here, I'm going to be using it. This one uses the it's a good, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. The Good Life. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Good Life. The paper packs are like coming and going so fast, it's hard to even keep them all separate. But this one uses, I'm just calling it the farm paper. Using the farm paper, it's got the sentiment on there from the stamp sets. And the fun little card just opens up like this. So, just a very simplistic card this time. Sometimes I get all fancy schmancy, and other times, volume is kind of a thing to me when I have a lot of cards to make. And so many times I just keep it really simple, and that's what this one is. But it uses fun paper and those fun stamp sets. And so I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of artwork using that special, and hopefully I will get some more of it made for you guys soon. So as you know, stamp of the month every single month. We know this, right? And this month is something called the Thoughtful Token Stamp Set. I'm just going to be real with you because that's the only way I know. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. However, I love the projects that I made with it. It usually happens that way. I don't really care too much for the stamp. I struggle with it initially, but then I'm usually really happy with what I create with it. And I've seen some very beautiful artwork created with this set so far. It's just not really my go-to kind of thing. I'm more about clean lines and the whole like vintage looking thing I struggle with. So this is going to be the stamp set that you guys can get only during the month of September. And its original price is $19.95. As you know, if you're a VIP with your qualifying order, you get it for $0. And if you're not a VIP, you can get it for $5. So a really great savings no matter how you get it. But whenever you place a $75 order on my shopping website, not only do you get your stamp set at a deal, you're going to get a free pre-cut project kit using that stamp set. Now, this is something that I do every single month, guys. The kits are different every single month. You just never know what we're going to create. Usually there are some cards, and usually there are some 8x6 mini album. Pardon me for the yawn. We knew it was going to happen. It always does. But there are some 8x6 mini album pages. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Close to My Heart, with the 8x6 mini album pages, we do have page protectors and we do have albums for them. So you'll be able to create these smaller versions of a scrapbook layout and still be able to protect them and store them in an album just like you would with your large 12x12 pages. But we're continuing on during the year to build an album. So you have a couple mini album pages this month. We have really cool cards that I'm going to have up on YouTube quicker rather than later because I want you guys to see my tips and tricks on how I achieve this look because it is a little bit different, maybe a step above what we normally create, right? So you're going to receive the pre-cut project kit shipped right to your door. You are not, you don't have to pay shipping. You're not committing yourself to a club. You're not committing yourself to ordering every month. It's just simply a thank you gift for me. So a $75 order placed on my website. I'll post the link below. $75. And that is after you've taken off any VIP credit and before you've added your tax and shipping, you'll get this kit shipped right to your door. So it's going to have your base pages, all of your pre-cut card bases, okay, all of your envelopes, and inside the envelopes, this is just my way of sorting them, making them easier and quicker for you guys to begin assembly, is I'll take all of the pieces for each of the cards and I just tuck them down inside the envelope. Most of the time, the bases are down inside it. These are just Cricut cut bases rather than the white ones with the score lines. So you've got all of your pieces down there. Your envelopes are included, and you also will have your pieces that go to your scrapbook layout. But it's all of your consumables with the only exception of some silver glitter gems. So I used just a few silver glitter gems on the projects. Those are not included in your kit, but you guys can use silver glitter gems from your stash, or you can use other bling from your stash. You could choose to add them to your cart, or you can just kind of do your own thing and put something different on there. You can do that as well. So that's up to you. But this is your gift for a $75 order on my website. Now I want to show you guys the projects, and I really think they turned out nice. This is using the that same paper. I'm just going to double check, you guys. I'm pretty sure that I said it right before. The Good Life. Okay, I did. I said it right, but I just want to make sure. In my mind, it's just the farm paper. Even though nothing on the paper except the zip strips, Reasonable Farm whatsoever. It's very beautiful and very versatile, and the stripe is my absolute favorite. I love it. So we used that paper for all of the projects, and I am just super happy with how they turned out. As I said, I don't do vintagey very well, but you can see there's lots of vintage touches on here, right? Lots of little detail stamping. These pages will hold 2 4x6 photos, 2 2.5 by 2.5 photos, and 2 2x2 photos. Okay, so 6 photos on this little teeny tiny layout. Look at this fun little this little camera roll image here. I love that. It's so fun. It is so fun. I love it. So as the blog post will mention, guys, if you pop over to the blog, and I'll post that link below, to look at the artwork up close and look at the supplies that I used, you'll notice that your title, you have 2 of these toffee colored, these little Cricut cut pieces here to put your title on, but the letters here, those are not included because you guys don't really need to have a title that says 2023 Founders, because that was the event I went to, not you. So these little brown letters are not included. So you guys will have these labels, they'll just be blank. So you can either stamp a title of your own, or use some stickers, or handwrite something. It's totally up to you, but you have, pardon me, you have these included, you just don't have my custom title included, okay? I hope that makes sense. So you've got the 2 mini album pages, and then all 4 of the cards are the same. We changed some of the papers and we changed some of the cardstocks, but they're all the exact same in style and design and stamping and all of that. So lots of that vintage stamping up there on front. This has a hole poked in it, okay? Both in the toffee layer and the mocha layer. Okay, you can see there's some acetate here. That's also included in your kit. You don't have to worry about purchasing that or anything. You've got some butterflies here where I have done a little bit of, we've stamped this on a piece of scrap paper and then trimmed it out. So you've got a butterfly on the front and the back. There's little Cricut circles that are in there, and then you also have the main image stamped on the inside once again. So a fun little card. I have had some people go, oh my gosh, Suze, how in the world did you do that? So like I said, I'm going to have that video up on the YouTube channel much quicker than I have been in the past. So you guys will see that pretty quickly. So you won't have to be stalled on actually putting it together. But I think they turned out really, really cool. You'll see you've got the outer edges of that stamp image here on the front. It looks like a whole image when it's closed, and then when you open it, you have it stamped on the inside as well. So this is the one that uses the mocha colored paper, the browns, and this one uses the mist. So you've got some mist cardstock on the front, and you've got that mist barnwood pattern on the inside. I specifically chose the lighter patterns so that the stamping would show up, and if you decided to handwrite a message or add an additional stamp sentiment, handwrite greetings or something like that, that you could still see them really, really well. So you've got 2 in the blue palette and 2 in the tan palette. So you've got 4 cards, 2 mini album pages. All of the consumables except the glitter gems are provided for you in your kit that you will earn for free with the $75 order. And then you guys also have on the cardboard here, you've got the QR code. So that'll take you directly to the folder that has all of the files in it. And so there is a cutting guide in there if you would like to create more of them. There's a Cricut Design Space link in there if you would like to create more of them. Ooh, pardon me. and then some photos of the completed projects as well. So you have access to all of that right when you get your envelope. You're not waiting on me to send anything, and it really is just a gift from me. Okay, so let's talk about another gift. You guys hear me talking about something called an add-on kit. I always say one of these months I'm going to come up with a fun, cool, trendy name for it, but that month is not this one. So it's still the add-on kit for September, but you are going to get, you've got your QR code down here as well. You have your files that you'll be able to receive. You have your Cricut Design Space link that has all of the print and cut pieces that I have designed for you, your complete cutting guide, and your photos for assembly and all that good stuff. There are many, many, many more up close photos of the pages inside the Google folder. I can't fit all of them on the documents without making the documents crazy long. So if you guys want all the up close, super up close pictures of the clustering and where all the little details are, then hop over and look in the Google folder. Okay. So you're going to get your files as well. And with a $125 order placed on my shopping website, you guys are getting the add-on kit, which I'm going to show you. And you also get the stamp of the month kit. So you actually get 2 pre-cut project kits with a $125 order placed on my website. And it is truly just a gift from me to you. It's not, you're not committing yourself to anything. There's no strings. I'm not going to bug you for an order next month or anything like that. It's just a thank you gift. And so, whenever you guys place $125, you're going to get this kit for as long as it is available. If I run out, I just run out. I don't restock this one. So this is kind of one of those hurry, first come, first serve things if you really, really, really want one. Let's see how many pieces I'm leaving down there in the bottom. This one was like crammed full of, there's almost a half a sheet of gold glitter paper that I have cut for you guys. All of your Cricut or all of your cardstock pieces are included with the exception of the base pages. So the only cardstock, if you guys qualify for an add-on kit, the only cardstock you have to have are your base pages. Okay. So 14 sheets of cardstock because it's a 14-page workshop, 7 layouts. You'll need your base pages, but everything else I've cut and included for you. Okay. So your photo mats that are in there, all your Cricut strips, it's all included for you. So you have your Cricut, your cardstock pieces, except your base pages, your gold glitter paper, and then all of your print and cut pieces. Now, guys, I'm having way too much fun with this. Okay. I'm loving it. Like, RIP, the Picture My Life cards. That is kind of what started this, that I was really missing the Picture My Life cards. But they're evolving from things that look like Picture My Life cards to things that are just super duper fun. And they kind of resemble like a sticker or a cardboard die cut or something like that. And so I'm having way too much fun. We're going to talk about them as we go through the pages, but you will get all of these already printed and cut out for you. Look at the truck. Isn't that so cool? There are some gnomes in there, quite a few gnomes for everyone that likes the gnomes. There's lots of leaves. There's lots of pumpkins. There are some fun wreath things in there. Lots of fun things. This is, I had 6 sheets of the print and cut. So you guys have a ton of them in there. I just think I'm the funniest thing on the whole planet. I'm just saying. Whatever spices your pumpkin. I think I'm hysterical. I don't think anyone else thinks I am, but I certainly do. So you have this fun, looks like I've got one stuck back behind there, fun titles like this with a little bit of Sue's snark in them. But you have tons of them in there. If you guys want to use them in different ways than I did, I had one customer that said, Sue's, I don't really scrapbook, but those are the cutest things ever. I want the add-on kit just because I'm going to put them on cards. So I say to each his own, and I think that's great. So you've got tons of images in here, lots of just fun seasonal things. Some of you guys are like me. You're not a super duper fan of the gnomes. So there's lots of options in here that are not gnome-ish. Yes, I know it's not a word, but you can get that entire kit free as a gift from me. Now, if you guys are not going to qualify for the add-on kit and you just want the files, which I have a lot of consultant friends who go and they grab the files through the PayPal link on the blog. I'll put that post below. You guys can get the files through PayPal, but I encourage you, please read the supply listing when you do that. I will actually put in there what different Cricut cartridges and things that I have used. And this workshop, I use 10 Cricut Access images, 10. Okay, so if you don't have Cricut access, you're going to have to buy those images in order to cut the file. And I don't want anyone upset at me if you guys did not read the blog post. So if you want to cut these, instead of me cutting them for you, you're going to probably need Cricut access, or you'll need to purchase those individual images. So just FYI there. Okay, now let's have a look at the artwork. Okay, and once more, I just want to mention, guys, this is a while supplies last. Once they're gone, I don't restock them. Okay. September historically has been a very low month for me, so I actually did not make as many this month as I did the previous month. So I don't know how long they'll last, but this is your warning, okay? That they might be gone. They might be gone sooner rather than later. So let's have a look at these darling pages. Now, seriously, guys, I'm not a gnome fan, but I don't really think these gnomes look super creepy. I'm not really sure why. I think they just are very cute, and they have a really great like autumn vibe to them. The little pilgrim hat up there. I just think it's super cute. So we'll go through and we'll take a peek at these pages. I did use one of the brand new stencils. I'm pretty sure it was called the Slimline Card Front Stencil Pack number 2. That's in the new annual book, or the new essentials book. And I thought those patterns looked really fun on these pages as well. So you've got Happy Autumn here with just some fun little gnomes peeking around here or there. Now, if you guys will look closely as we're going through these pages, there are many instances where you can remove the gnome and it's not going to be removing the focal portion, okay? So if you don't like the gnome, if you're not a gnome girl, you can remove this gnome, and look here. You still are going to have your wreath with your leaves and your acorns. You're still going to have your title. You can still use your stickers and your title here, okay? So you can remove your gnome and you've not lost your focal point. It's still a great little area here with all these little bits and pieces, little clusterings, the little cork shapes that I just love, love, love. So if you take the gnome off, you're not losing your focal image, just like these. You can take the gnome off, okay? But you still have your wreath and you've got Be Thankful, okay? So you guys see what I did there? I really wanted to make it as user-friendly as possible in case you were like me and you weren't super duper like obsessed with gnomes, right? So again, take that gnome off. You've got the sweet season of change here. Got the little sticker down here. So again, very easy to kind of customize that and work for those of you that don't super duper love them. Okay, look how great that stencil looks, you guys. I love it. I just love it. There is the multicolored paper in this kit that has the gnomes on it. If you flip it over, it just has fall things on it. So leaves and sunflowers and stuff like that. It's not there. You can flip it over and not have any gnomes at all. So again, if you guys don't want the gnomes, flip it over, no big deal, right? This one is Hello Autumn. So, and you'll notice as well, I've really been working on lots of great, big, usable photo spaces, okay? Not those little tiny bitty ones, okay? So look, this is another one of those stencils. Look at that really fun, it's diamonds, but my brain automatically goes to houndstooth, and I know that isn't right. But you have those little cork leaves, you guys. I'm obsessed with them. Whatever laser machine we have in the home office that cuts those out, holy bird jeepers, I absolutely love them. The detail is amazing. I absolutely love it. And now I'm getting comments and I don't want to miss them, guys. So I'm going to go back in. Oh, Lisa, you're welcome. You are welcome. I know I don't like them either, sweetheart. So I'm so glad that it's helpful. And hello, Miss Judy. Happy Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful day and feeling better. Fun kits, looking forward to Happy Mail. And just inspiration, I have a pilgrim girl and boy or leaves. Your gnomes are cute though. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys. I appreciate the encouragement. I'm very grateful. So Hello Autumn. And then we use the sweater leather. Oh my gosh. Why are words hard? Heaven's sakes. Sweater weather, say it with me. A really great title space as well. So just little touches here and there. You guys know how I like to do the clustering, just a little bit here and there. I just kind of like to have it all in like its own little area, so it's not just splattered from edge to edge and like little like sensory overload, right? That's not really my thing. I thought this was a super fun way to use those little teeny tiny stickers, stuck them in a banner shape, and put a lot of those heart dots there and in between between them. So it really looked like a banner strung across there. I thought that was super fun. And then you've got Leaves Are Falling, Autumn is Calling with more of those really fun cork shapes. I used 2 of them. So if you guys want to create your layouts like I did, you're going to need 2 packs of the cork shapes, and I used every single one of them. Okay. If you're like, whoa, Suze, there's like way too many leaves on there. That's okay. You can just get 1 pack if you want, but I just want everyone to pay attention to the blog post that there is a 2 next to that. And I did use 2 packs. That was not a typo. I loved a little truck. You guys remember the little truck that I showed you in the kit, right? Well, this one, and this talks about it on the files, okay, inside the files. I trimmed off the pumpkins and put leaves in the back of the truck instead. Okay. So if you guys would rather have the pumpkins, you can keep the pumpkins. If you would rather have the leaves, you're just going to trim them off. And that's in the files to alert you that that is what I did, that you didn't get the wrong image. It's just made to be versatile like that. So I just thought it would be a fun way to give you guys some more options. So this one is the Best Autumn Days. I did use, you guys will see in the new Essentials catalog, there are some new of our, there's new titles. And this was made with the wood grain paperboard. So it's not super duper thick like that old acrylic, but it's got some really great dimension. Pardon me. And it cuts amazing with our laser machine. So I just tried to use those titles in different ways where they would kind of coordinate and sound okay with some of the images that I made as well. These leaves were kind of like a happy little accident. I did not actually think that I would like them. They were the very last image that I made. And I think I liked them, probably one of my favorite pieces that I created in for the print and cut. And so I ended up using them more than I thought. But you've got a bunch of them in the back of the truck, and then some of them are just kind of scattered all around. And you can see just a little bit of layering there, a little bit, some smaller elements around the outer edges. That's just kind of, I don't know, maybe unique to my own personal design. I don't really know. But I think they turned out awesome. Absolutely awesome. I love this Autumn Days. This is an awesome title. Oh, it's so fun. I love it. Okay, so next one, whatever spices your pumpkin. We've used some of the stickers from the sticker sheet. You guys know that we did use some gold glitter paper in here, and I also used the Cozy Up dots. Okay. Those are still available. Even though that catalog is technically retired now, they are still available. And before I started designing this workshop, there was thousands of them left. So I felt confident to use them in a workshop. So, you guys will want to, if you're worried about those possibly running out because they're technically retired, knowing they won't restock them, then that may be something that you add to the front of your list, right? But we used Cozy Up dots, and I used the yellow orange dots as well. So 2 packages of dots. And again, if you guys are like, yeah, Suze, that's a little bit overkill, then you don't have to use both. You can use from your stash, or you can use one or the other. It's up to you. So those are the dots and the embellishments you guys will see on here. More of that fun stenciling. I used it on every single layout. I love it. It's just a fun way to add a little bit of something back there, right? And someone give me a better word than something, because it really just, I feel like it's a perfect description. It adds just a little bit of texture, but it's not too overpowering. So you've got the fun title up here, some pumpkins that are just kind of overlapped and sprawled around. And you guys know that if you don't want to overlap on top of your photos, you don't have to, but there's plenty of available space on the pages that you can place them if you don't like them overlapping the way that I do. Okay. So use just a few of those Close to My Heart stickers. I honestly, if I would have tried a little harder, I probably could have done this without using any of the Close to My Heart stickers. But most everyone is going to buy the stickers with the paper anyway. And so I really felt like I needed to use them. But I really did have a lot of fun with print and cut. So here's another example of being able to omit the gnomes if you guys want to do that. Okay. So this card here, this Pumpkin Kisses and Harvest Wishes, this is what it looks like. Okay. And so what the cutting guide will even tell you, and it's in the files as well, so you guys don't have to worry about remembering this or anything, but there's going to be a piece of this striped pattern paper. You can see it peeking out here that you're going to cut, and you can place it on top of the pumpkin and then place your gnomes on top of there. But if you don't really like gnomes, then you can keep your card just like this, and you haven't really lost that focal image. Okay. I know I said that several times earlier, but I wanted you guys who are not gnome lovers to be able to still have a lot of creative options if you wanted to take them off of your pages. Now, I do agree with Judy. I don't think that they look extremely creepy. I think they're pretty darn cute, but hopefully this gives you guys some fun options that will work for you. And again, this gnome paper, just flip it over. Okay. I'll show you guys the back of it, the back of that paper in a second. It's in this next layout, I think. But the back of it just has some autumny designs and no gnomes on it. So you can completely omit the gnomes if you would like. Just lots of fun colors, layered under colors on there, stickers, and those fun quirk shapes that I just love. There are some stickers left on the sheet, and several of them are big stickers, guys. So that would be a great thing to use in place of your gnomes over here if you still want to have a bit of that focal image that kind of overlaps a photo. Okay, so you'll have some options there as well. Okay, now this one, I love honey butter, you guys. It is like a BFF to canary, which was my favorite yellow of all time. And I love it. Look at this great stenciling, you guys. You have to get that stencil. You're going to love it. And I'm going to use it in tons of workshops throughout the year. So you got to get the stencil. I promise you will love it. Lots of those fun leaves again. Some more of those dots, autumn leaves, and pumpkins, please. Which I thought was a really cute title, if I do say so myself. This has a second set of pumpkins that is piggybacked up on top of there just to add a bit of dimension. Now, that going all to say that if you guys don't want to do that, then you have another image that you can take off of there and place on another layout, maybe in place of where a gnome was, if you wanted to remove a gnome, okay? Or even if you didn't want to remove a gnome, you have another piece to use somewhere else, okay? I told you that the back of the gnome paper just had some fun autumn things on it. So this is what the back of the gnome paper looks like. So like I said, if you guys want to be done with gnomes and no gnomes at all, it's going to be a hard year for you because we have 3 more of the gnome campaigns coming, just saying. We'll get through it together, girls. We'll get through it together. But this is what the back of that paper looks like. So it'll tie in really nicely with the pumpkins and the leaves if you want to do that, right? So some great photo spaces as well. More of those little die cut titles that come in that little pack. Boy, you get a lot of titles for $3.95 is all I'm saying. It is a really, really good deal. You guys will see those. I promise you in more workshops as well. So, fun page. I think the stripe paper is my favorite. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's just like super bold and vibrant, and it has that rich coloring of your fall colors that you guys are used to seeing on the trees and that kind of thing. So, it's kind of funny that every time I do a workshop that you can always tell which layout is my last one, because that's the layout that I'm using up my scraps, trying to use up my leftover embellishments and things like that. And it just kind of becomes this like beef stew of all these things, right? Like you just got everything thrown in here together and you never know what it's going to taste like / look like. I know that's like a weird analogy, right? It's probably not the best analogy. I need to rethink that. Our layout that was the last one that I created really has a lot of stuff happening on it. It is borderline sensory overload for me. But I have to tell you, I stinking love it. I absolutely love it. So here we go with, you got your stenciling up here, our title, Be Thankful. You can take your gnome off if you want, and you still have that great title space up there, okay? Use lots of the stenciling on the smaller pieces of cardstock, and I love that because again, it just adds a little bit of that quiet texture behind there, right? Some fun zip strips here that are just cut. I love to look to like overlap on a photo. It just reminds me of washi tape. You can tear them, which we did that last month, if I remember correctly. It gives it a bit of a washi tape look, and I love that. But you just got some fun little images that are layered here and there. You got a gnome here. If you don't like the gnome, take it off. You still have the pumpkins, right? If you don't like the gnome, take it off. You still have the sticker, right? So lots of options. I feel like every move that I made, I kept it with my non-gnome lovers in mind, okay? So there's always a way for you guys to take it off of there, and creatively, you're not like going to be noticing this great big bare spot, right? So I did that on purpose. I hope that you enjoy it. I love the little tiny truck there. It's the same truck. We just shrunk him down. I just think it is super, super cute. Still more stenciling around there. Last layout, beef stew and fall weather go together nicely. You love my analogy. I love it, Judy. I almost cooked stew this last week, and Randy would be like, babe, you know, it's like 103 out there, right? What are you thinking? But I don't know. It sounded good at the time. So haven't made it yet, but the day is coming, right? Stenciling over here on this side as well. And then you got your fun little clusters. Take your gnome off. You still have a sticker over here, right? It'll look fine. The gnome might even have been a little too much. We probably could have got by with just the sticker and the leaves. I'm not really sure. But again, I just have to show you guys one more time. Look at the detail in those quirk shapes. And if you guys haven't got these quirk shapes yet, they have adhesive on the back. For the win, right? For the win. There is adhesive on the back of these. Not all of these have adhesive on the back of those die cut shapes that we got, but these have adhesive on the back. So they're very cool. And then this one, I used some more of those titles. And this one is Enjoy Autumn Life with, again, some more of that stenciling, some more of those little zip strips, just a little touches here and there. Oh my gosh. Pardon me with the yawning, guys. I really think it turned out super, super great. So this workshop, guys, all the blog posts are up. I'll put the link below if you're not familiar where my blog is, but both blog posts are up for both workshops. Both of the supply listings are on there to let you know, which ink colors I use, which stencils I use, that kind of thing. So you don't have to guess, but you'll know what you don't have. You can add it to your shopping cart to help you qualify for the workshops. If you want to get the kits, as I mentioned earlier, your order, your tier needs to be $75 for the stamp of the month and $125 to get the add-on kit and the stamp of the month together. Okay. If you guys just want the cutting guides only, you can qualify for that with a $25 order on my shopping website. And if you don't want to place an order at all and you just want the cutting guides, you can get them at with the PayPal link down at the bottom of both of the blog posts. If you purchase it from the stamp of the month post, that blog post, there is a discounted amount for both of them. So if you buy both of them at the same time, you're going to save $4. You're going to save $4 if you do that. So just a nice little savings for you guys right off the bat there as well. If you have questions, shout at me. I'm always kind of nervous when I create a workshop using paper that's in its second month of campaign, which is what the Gnomes kit is. This is month number 2, because if it runs out, they in the past have not restocked it. So this is like the red flags and all the urgents and the caution warnings and all of the whatever it's going to take to let you know that this little guy here is just essentially on the chopping block. So if you love the paper, you want to create the workshop, you definitely want to make sure that that is tippy top of your order list to go ahead and get that purchased so you don't have to worry about that running out. Even if you're not going to touch the workshop for, at your crop in 2 months or whatever, go ahead and grab it, because once it's gone, they're just not restocking things anymore. So, it's kind of like one of those first come, first serve for everything, right? So if you guys have questions, please feel welcome to comment below, send me a message or an email. I'm happy to serve in any way that I'm able. I think it's going to be a fun month around here of, fall-ish kinds of artwork. It's not my favorite season of the year, but I don't really have a choice, so I will do it with a smile, right? So thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I'm so grateful for you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Labor Day weekend, and I will see you next time.